Hi, my name is Michaela Hanico, and today I'm going to be talking about contemporary rhetorical theorists. So, the reason I chose this topic is because I kind of closely align with it in what I do for my job. I work at a church, so the whole concept of me being able to communicate my ideas and be empowered to do those things is very important. So, contemporary theorists, they kind of had the perspective of shifting from persuasion and having predominantly male wealthy figures, white wealthy male figures, in charge to kind of having that shift of empowering and knowledge, and rather than of what can we persuade, but rather than who is speaking and how we can empower them. So, they kind of helped have that shift of, from having the male, white, wealthy figures to feminist cultures and Afrocentric perspectives and empowering those people to be able to speak up. So like I kind of mentioned earlier, but for me in my job, that's really important because I am a female in a predominantly male field. It's very important that I have the ability to be empowered and have the authority to speak up and to lead others. So when I read about this, I felt like I can closely align with it because that's just what my job is. And I even think about it in the sense of like, without the contemporary rhetorical theorist, I don't even think my pastor would be in the situation that he is because he's not a white male. Obviously, none of us are wealthy because we work in ministry, but with that theorist idea, that it's empowered all of us to be able to speak up and to kind of walk those out and those ideas out of being empowered to like share the word of the Lord and to lead other people. So I thought that was really cool, and I really wanted to talk about that because I was like, oh wow, this is like, this relates a lot to what I'm saying. And one of my inferences is that we would not be where we are right now without that. I know like there's still tensions in the world and all that, but with the classical theorist ideas of persuasion and Aristotle's idea of rhetoric as persuasion, and like the classical idea of having the white wealthy men be the ones to speak and the ones to lead in those senses, I feel like if we still, without the contemporary aspect, and if we still lived off that, we would not be where we are today in society with when it comes to speaking and it comes to leading. So the contemporary ideas, I believe, like my inference is at least, that it really helped push forward those situations and to allow for the growth and development of those to continue to grow and to continue to flourish. And so my inference is truly without contemporary rhetorical theorists, we would be so far behind and so underdeveloped in who gets to speak. And I feel like we would still have the idea of like persuasion rather than empowering and knowledge. So that was just, I thought that was just really cool, the way that it helped with the feminist cultures and Afrocentric perspective. So in conclusion, contemporary theorists, their perspectives changed from persuasion. They really helped push forward ideas of power and knowledge, and they really helped empower people who never had a voice, get a voice. So yeah, that's my thoughts on contemporary rhetorical theorists.